Hello everyone! Today we're going to be taking a look at my 692 official 3x3 single that I got at Slow and Steady a couple weeks ago. The 692 was a good solve, but it's a bit bittersweet to me because my PR is 691, so I was only a hundredth of a second off, but this was a really good full step solve, so let's take a look. For the cross, I did white, and I noticed I had one piece in, and unfortunately I didn't look ahead to first pair, so that's something I could have improved. My cross solution was ULF prime for the first three, and then DLD prime to finish the cross. At this point, the first pair I noticed was the red-green, and I went ahead and solved that into the back right, like this. Then here, I saw the orange-green pair. First I moved it to the front and split it up, and now as I'm pairing these two up, I also conveniently took this front pair out, which was not really intentional, but it worked out in the end, because now that this blue-red pair is in the front, when I insert this one into the back, it sets up for a 3-move insert, which is my next pair. Once again, unintentional, but it worked out really well. For my last pair, I just took out the edge, and then reinserted them as a pair. At this point, I did a U2 for no reason, and then another U to get to the right angle for the OLL. That was another shortcoming that I could definitely improve on in the future, but after that, I did the OLL, and recognized that I had an AA perm, and then finished the solve. The first thing that I'd like to point out that I can improve in this solve is recognizing my first pair. The first pair I chose to do actually doesn't get disturbed at all in my cross execution. You can see it down here, and I definitely could have tracked this if I had seen it. When I do my cross solution, it just gets brought up here, and then when I finish the cross, it gets moved into the top layer. If I had seen that, I could have gone straight into the execution of the next pair, and it would have definitely sped up the solve. The other thing I want to touch on is my transition from last pair to OLL. For some reason, I just didn't take the time to recognize this properly, and I did a U2, whereas I should have just done a U prime. So I ended up doing an extra move, a U3 instead of a U prime. However, even if I had done a U instead of a U prime, I could have executed the OLL from this angle, and then gotten the A perm with no AUF. Maybe that would have even been better. Regardless, either doing a U or a U prime would have left me with a more favorable situation than a U2, so that's definitely something I need to improve on in the future. The solve was around 56 turns, which lands at just a touch over 8 turns per second, which is pretty good for me. Either way, that's all for this weekly weekend walkthrough, and I hope to see you all next Saturday. Thanks for watching.